welcome to I've Got Your Six from CopBlue.com. So here we are, 2021, really not sure what's going on. We thought 2020, almost like that sentence, was a complete disaster. And we're moving into 2021. We thought things were going to be better, and guess what? They're not. Well, to keep us on the air, though, I got to remind you of a few things. One is to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and make sure that you comment on them and hit that notification button, because that's very important, because we want to stay on the air. Hopefully we'll be on the air long enough to see 2020 get better. I'm sorry, 2020 not turn into 2021 being 2020 or whatever. You get the whole point. The whole point is 2020 sucked, and we're hoping for a better 2021. So a lot of times what we'll do is we'll listen to comments, we'll listen to conversations that take place based upon our videos and see what people think about them. In addition to that, just listen to, the current hoopla, what's going on around. People think this or they think that, or they ask a question about this, not whatever. So before we get started with that, though, I just want to hit a little knowledge here from my Stoic friend, Marcus Aurelius, and let you listen to a quick comment from him. I like this one. It's a really good one. It is the first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. And the second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. Is that hard to do? Not really. Try and be upbeat. Try and move forward in a positive way if you can. Hopefully you can, and if not, hopefully you can work that way. And remember, things are what they are. So I had a listener or a reader reach out to us and say, hey, what do you think about with the change in government that we have? Does that mean that they're suddenly going to come to our house and take all our guns? This gun's empty, by the way. The whole point that I'm trying to make is needless to say, I picked this flag gun because it looks like America, smells like freedom. But anyway, don't let me get too much into that. But do I think that our government is all of a sudden going to send the local PDs, the local sheriff's office to your house to take your guns? No, I don't. I have a hobby, and I like to watch a lot of movies and series and things like that. They're from foreign countries, and listen to what people think, because it's interesting to see what people say about Americans from different cultures. Well, one of the things that I've heard in a few series is that there's like 100 guns in every American home. There's not. Matter of fact, a lot of Americans don't own guns. Some do, some don't. It's a personal preference. I own several. I collect some. So it's just me. I own some guns. I shoot a little bit, as you've seen from the videos we've done. I like to shoot. It entertains me. Does that mean I'm going to go out and do crazy things with them? No, it doesn't. Most people that own guns aren't. Bad people who get guns or don't have guns and have an intent on doing bad things are going to continue to. It does not mean that all of a sudden the Second Amendment is just going to disappear. It's going to come out of our Constitution, and all of a sudden it's going to be illegal for people to own guns in our country. It's just not. As far as gun legislation is concerned, are there different things that we can do to make what's going on in our country with gun violence better? A lot smarter people than me need to sit down and talk about that and see if there are ways that we can work towards making things better. At the end of the day, there's always something you can do to try and make things better or work towards making things better. Okay, but I don't, in any stretch of the imagination, think that our government is all of a sudden going to tell all of the local police and regional police and state police or whatever to come out and take your weapons from me, because that's just not going to happen. Because we have a right, I have a right as well as you, to defend yourself in your home, and there's nothing wrong with that. So another point that I wanted to bring out about, and during this particular video, is that the stuff that's gone on in the last few days with our houses of government in D.C. being invaded. What can you say? Protests, I have no problem with that. I have no problem with anybody screaming at the top of their lungs that they think our government is wrong. That's one of the great things about being in this country, is that you can disagree with your government and you don't just instantly disappear or go to jail or lose your job because you disagree with the government. That's a great thing about living here. There's a lot of folks that in other countries that honestly, if you speak out against the government, you may just disappear. And not only you might disappear, but your whole family might disappear. It doesn't happen that way in this country. And You know, part of what makes America great is that we're all so different, but we all can work together for the greater good. And that's what we need to remember to do, is to work together for the greater good. If your guy didn't get elected, okay, it happened. That's been going on for hundreds of years in our country. Not, I guarantee you, no president, no senator, no mayor, no city council person ever got 100% of the vote that I know of, unless they ran unopposed, and that's kind of a different kind of thing. But if you've got two people running against each other, neither one of them gets 100% of the vote. So there's going to be a disagreement there. But after the election's over, that's when we all got to get back to work and start working together to make things better, hopefully. And it may be a different point of view, it may be a different philosophy, but still at the end of the day, we're all Americans and we need to all act like it. So just a few thoughts from the guys here at CopBlue, and I've got your 6. So as you move out to do whatever it is that you do, remember the most important thing that you're going to do every single day is hit that clock and go home safe. Remember to spend time with your family, your children, your cousins. Tomorrow's not promised to anybody. So remember to hit that clock and go home safe and spend some time with your family and enjoy your life, because you never know when it's going to be over. Thank you from CopBlue.